kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Lindsay. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mids offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Connors. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, better look out! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Trying play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning. He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Falcons!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Navy will have to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback may change this route. On the ground, it's Bray. Fights off a defender. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Get it out on the screen. Sweet cut there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking for a man. It's Connors. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play. Only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Works the middle of the field. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Connors. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bray. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense not showing press coverage. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Worthy. Got a man, it's Pratt. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Navy offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Back to pass, it's Connors. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the lone running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Falcons in the hurry up. To the air, it's Worthy. That's caught. It's Pratt. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Handoff to the single back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got his man. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job in coverage by defense there, guys. Take away all the primary targets down the field, force the QB to check it down, rally to the fullback, and make a tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Wants to adjust the pattern. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. No huddle here for the offense. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Navy will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think my all-time high score is... Hold on.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
My all-time high score was 100 and... I think what 130 something is my all-time score on this one. And that's just playing 5-minute quarters, you know what I mean? It was wild, that's for sure. A lot of turnovers. It was like constant pick sixes. And then every time I scored on offense, it was wild. Like, I don't even. It's just one of them games, you know what I mean? It just happened. It was weird.
So much talent, they've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss.
Yeah, I think it was like 137 or something like that crazy. Something crazy like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Things from here for David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'll be honest with you, like 52-0, that's just like average. You know what I mean? That's pretty mid for me. But, oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd much rather prefer a close game, you know what I mean, that challenges me and stuff like that. But, yeah, 52, I mean, that's like, I don't know, that's pretty average for me, you know what I mean? There was a few teams I've had on here, man, that I was averaging like 78 or 80 per game, something like that. And it was one of the teams that I scored a century, which is 100 points or more, you know what I mean? So I scored a century 3 games in a row with that team. So it was my Navy team I had. But yeah, I agree, man. I like good games too. A lot better.
Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Air Force's offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either other side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Falcons headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Falcons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Scanning the field, it's Worthy. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch right at the 50. There he goes. Open it up. Hey, look at him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD. Lining up for the PAT.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw. It's busted. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Orange will have to punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Sprague. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The option look. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it out.
Give him 6. Touchdown Falcons! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Connors. Fires one high and deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Air Force. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up 14 over Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plucked it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Bostic. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to sling it on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. To the air. It's Connors. Works the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets it out quickly. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there.
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Falcons want to move quickly. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Connors. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the 1st half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brings into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start. Five. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Runs through a tackle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. On the run, it's Herrera. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Right on the money. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Tight end now in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Falcons are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Open space at the 25. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking downfield, it's Bostic. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Fires on the move. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Herrera. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got the back in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Handoff to the lone back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Caught near the sticks, it's Murray. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oaks.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
All right, y'all, that's ball game. We're going to end the stream right there for a little bit, and we'll probably get back on and do a couple more games. Might dip into the Duke dynasty. We'll see what's going on. But appreciate y'all, and thanks for the likes and follows. Peace.
You sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7.